Hey there, my friend. Allow me to pose a deeply personal question. Have you observed that your erections simply aren't the same as before? Perhaps they feel softer, diminish more quickly, or lack the fullness they once had back in your 30s or 40s. Here's the reality. This change isn't merely a consequence of aging. Your body is actively communicating important messages. Blood circulation has slowed. The pelvic muscles responsible for retaining that blood have grown weaker, and the nerves that used to respond instantaneously are now slightly delayed. Yet, here's the encouraging part. You absolutely can turn this around. Today, I'm going to guide you step by step through an uncomplicated 3-minute daily regimen designed to reinforce erections, enhance blood circulation, and even assist in restoring the visual impression of size, resulting in erections that appear fuller and firmer. Stay with me right to the conclusion. I assure you these modest movements have the potential to revolutionize your self-assurance, not only in intimate moments, but in your sense of well-being every single day. And if you're viewing this at the moment, please tap that like button, drop a comment below telling me your location, and naturally, subscribe for additional practical, all-natural strategies to maintain your body as a man over 50. Before we explore the exercises, let me dispel a common misconception that misleads many men. You do not require elaborate devices or medications to recover firmness. Your penis is not a muscle akin to your biceps that you can consciously contract and enlarge. Erections depend on 3 critical elements: blood flow entering the erectile chambers, pelvic floor muscles that secure that blood, and nerve signals that initiate the entire sequence. Imagine it as inflating a balloon. If the arteries transporting blood are rigid or constricted, the balloon never inflates completely. And if the muscles surrounding the pelvic base are feeble, it's comparable to securing the balloon with an insecure knot. The air escapes prematurely. The outcome: erections that feel softer, shorter, or less substantial, vanishing sooner than desired. As men grow older, multiple influences exacerbate this issue. Plaque accumulates within the arteries, testosterone levels decline, pelvic muscles lose firmness, and factors such as stress, inadequate sleep, or excess abdominal fat compound the challenge. However, and this is the uplifting aspect, you can counteract it through precise exercises combined with appropriate nutritional reinforcement. Your body retains the capacity to regain strength, stamina, and responsiveness. I'm Dr. Rachel Collins, and for the past 8 years, I've dedicated myself to assisting men over 50 in naturally rejuvenating sexual vitality. I've witnessed directly how minor, steady adjustments in key domains, blood circulation, pelvic robustness, and nerve sensitivity, can profoundly alter performance. And here's the essential point. This extends beyond mere sexual fulfillment. Enhanced circulation, fortified pelvic muscles, and balanced hormones influence energy, self-confidence, and general wellness. Therefore, this is no fleeting trend. It's about recapturing a segment of your vigor that aging may have subtly eroded. Prior to delving into the exercises, I'd like to spotlight 3 routines that most men over 50 inadvertently neglect, thereby diminishing erection quality. 1. Overlooking the pelvic floor. Many men assume that muscle doesn't require attention. Yet, a weak pelvic floor fails to retain blood efficiently. This explains why erections appear and feel diminished. 2. Disregarding circulation. Constricted arteries or inflexible blood vessels prevent blood from surging when needed. Prolonged sitting, unhealthy eating habits, and insufficient physical activity all aggravate this. 3. Ignoring stress and hormonal balance. Elevated cortisol, the primary stress hormone, suppresses testosterone and maintains your body in a state of heightened alertness. Lacking testosterone, libido wanes, erections soften, and vitality decreases. The positive aspect: these 3 domains can be addressed without invasive procedures, pharmaceuticals, or costly interventions. And that's precisely what today's exercises are designed to target. This segment forms the heart of today's presentation. We'll review 4 highly effective exercises that collectively fortify the muscles, improve circulation, and optimize your nervous system for more robust, more voluminous erections. Exercise 1. Cobra Pose. Position yourself face down on the floor with palms beneath your shoulders. Inhale deeply and smoothly elevate your chest, curving your spine while keeping your hips near the ground. Draw your shoulders backward and downward. Direct your gaze straight ahead or slightly upward. Maintain the position for 5 to 10 seconds while breathing deeply. Why it works. Curving the spine and expanding the pelvis elongates the arteries and nerves essential for erections. It's akin to clearing blockages so blood can circulate unimpeded. With regular practice, this enhances vascular integrity and suppleness. Practical tip: perform this for 45 to 60 seconds. Pause momentarily, then repeat as desired. Visualize oxygen-saturated blood flooding your pelvic area with every inhalation and tension dissipating with every exhalation. Exercise 2. Bridge hip abduction. Lie supine with knees flexed and feet planted flat. Elevate your hips to create a bridge, aligning shoulders to knees in a straight line. Gradually separate your knees outward, then return them together. Complete 10 to 15 deliberate repetitions. Why it works. This engages the pelvic floor, glutes, and core muscles, the very ones that secure blood within the penis. Stronger musculature translates to firmer, more sustained erections. Additionally, it elongates hip flexors, promoting better pelvic blood flow. Practical tip: execute movements with control and intention. Men who incorporate this regularly often describe noticeably fuller erections and enhanced stamina during intimacy. Exercise 3. Reverse plank bridge. Begin seated with legs extended forward and hands positioned behind your hips. Press through your palms and raise your hips skyward, creating a straight line from head to heels. Sustain for 45 seconds, concentrating on contracting glutes and engaging the pelvic floor. Why it works. This simultaneously activates glutes, hamstrings, core, and pelvic floor, functioning as a mechanism that propels oxygen-enriched blood into erectile tissues. It reinforces muscles that sustain erections and elongates hip flexors to optimize circulation. Pro tip: maintain deep breathing. Inhale while envisioning blood inflow. Exhale while releasing tension. Trembling muscles indicate you're targeting seldom-used fibers, a positive sign. Exercise 4. Bridge pose static hold. Lie on your back with knees bent and feet spaced hip-width apart. Push through your heels and elevate hips until shoulders to knees form a straight line. Activate glutes, core, and pelvic floor. Hold initially for 5 to 10 seconds, progressively extending to 30 to 60 seconds. Why it works. Develops stamina in the precise muscles that retain blood during erections. Over several weeks, men observe more robust, fuller erections and greater command. Additional advantage: hip elevation enhances lower body circulation, counteracting prolonged sedentary habits. Exercises by themselves are impactful, yet nutrition and targeted powders can significantly magnify outcomes. Circulation enhancers. Beetroot powder is rich in nitrates, which your body transforms into nitric oxide, the compound that dilates arteries and facilitates blood influx into erectile tissues. Stir 1 teaspoon into water daily. Testosterone reinforcement. Foods high in zinc, such as pumpkin seeds, oysters, and cashews, support hormone synthesis. Healthy fats from salmon, walnuts, and olive oil supply the foundational elements for testosterone production, stress management, and recovery. Ashwagandha powder. Reduces cortisol levels and promotes restful sleep, enabling natural testosterone generation. Half a teaspoon mixed into warm milk before bedtime yields remarkable results. Hydration. Erections require adequate fluid volume. Viscous, dehydrated blood is more difficult to circulate. Consume a glass of water before and after the routine to maintain smooth flow. Gentlemen, here's the takeaway I want you to internalize. Age does not strip away your authority. Inaction does. These exercises, combined with sound nutrition and lifestyle practices, empower you to regain mastery over your physique and your self-esteem. Each day you dedicate yourself, You're building reserves of strength, resilience, and vitality that can endure for decades. You're not pursuing a return to youth. You're maximizing the potential you currently possess. And the greatest reward, these enhancements extend far beyond intimacy. They influence your energy, posture, mood, and comprehensive sense of wellness. Therefore, this evening, forgo late-night indulgences or alcohol. Instead, invest 3 minutes in this regimen. Nourish your body with optimal foods and powders. Stay hydrated, breathe intentionally, and concentrate on cultivating internal strength. Maintain consistency, and within weeks, you'll perceive fuller, firmer, more enduring erections. You'll experience heightened confidence, greater command, and indeed, your mornings may evoke sensations from earlier decades. If this video proved valuable, please subscribe, share your progress in the comments, and forward it to a friend who could benefit from this guidance. Recognize that minor, persistent efforts can restore ease, liberty, and assurance. Age does not signal the conclusion of vitality. Your body possesses greater capabilities than you may realize. I'm Dr. Rachel Collins, extending wishes for strength, health, and confidence. Continue moving, continue flourishing, and refuse to allow age to dictate your boundaries. Subscribe for further natural men's health insights. Comment below with your viewing location. Share this video with a companion.